Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kick off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, it doesn't matter what time of season it is. A top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback adapted. Fires downfield. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30, mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on offense. 3rd and long. It's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football. Try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Touchdown, Tigers! And they have the first points of the game.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game 1, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop of the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys.
Breaks into the open. Push down for the tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah,
Great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole that you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as well.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Makes the grab. It's Coleman. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more.
Open field on the right. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
Brings up second down.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. It's Barnett. Oh, they're after him. Crosses to 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling here after the 35.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Under fire. Unleashes one. He's open on the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Got his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it.
Well, on second and inches, the offense tried to catch the defense napping, and they took a shot, didn't get it. Third and inches now, you got to do the obvious thing and run it. The defense completely stuffs you.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
This is a quarterback who's used to using his athleticism to his advantage and burning defenses, but there was nothing going there. Great job by the defense, taking everything away and forcing a run for a loss as that quarterback was smart to get out of bounds.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown. Turning it on! Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to the run. It's Edwards. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Tight end now in motion. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Coleman. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Hale. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Now he's going to break the pocket. The throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Shoots it to the left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this foot. There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tide.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Trying to get the corner. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Right on the money. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And that is the last thing they needed. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Here's a heat. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Forced out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.